book stack high on my bedstand for weeks, not a page to be read. I wanna read in isolation, but it looks like I'm busy. The pages flutter as I run out of my house. I turn around and think, what would Hermione do? Read a book, read a book. I am one with the words and characters. Read a book, read a book. Turn around and slam that door. Here I'll stand, and here I'll browse. I must read on. I can read in the dark anyways. Hello everyone, I'm Natasha, and today we're doing another book haul! Yay! I have so many books. I have so many books. I haven't done a haul since, February? They've been stacking up, and I have nowhere to put them. So today's video, there's gonna be a lot of announcements, so get ready for that. My first big announcement is that Fiction Faction is back. Fiction Faction, if you didn't know, is my book club online with a few ladies here on BookTube. For June, we're actually gonna be reading Furyborn by Claire Legrand. And Sourcebooks has kindly sponsored this video today. Zoe is unfortunately in London, so she can't join us, and she's off doing bigger and better things. Okay, Zoe, we'll still be here when you get back. So instead, Haley from Haley in Bookland and Naya from Naya Reads and Smiles have decided to join us this month. Yay! So there's gonna be 5 of us this time, gonna be discussing Furyborn. And also, if you forgot the rest of the group, it's fine. I know we haven't really been, reading things together since probably before Christmas. Maureen from Marine Kiwi and also Hannah from A Clockwork Reader are all in the same group together. And we're all really excited to be reading and discussing Furyborn. This is like some people's most anticipated book of the year. It's already out. I'll have it linked down below if you want to get yourself a copy. But before that, I have a big old box. It's a big box of things that have to do with Furyborn. Some of you guys have already seen this in other people's videos, but I don't know what's in it, so we're gonna find out. Whoa, whoa. Ooh. 2 queens will rise, one of blood, one of light. Which queen are you? I feel like I'm probably the one of blood. I don't know. Step 1, open the confetti popper to reveal if you are a blood queen or a sun queen. Oh. Step 2, its contents will make known your role in the prophecy. What? I'm gonna be in a prophecy? And then step 3, after you have popped the confetti popper, unseal the enclosed envelope for an example of your royal identity. So, I read this and all I'm thinking is mess. I will pop it for the sake of this video, but I'm not gonna like it. We have the crinkle crop, which I love and adore. Not. We have the finished copy of Furyborn. This is the Imperium Trilogy Book 1. The world will fall, 2 queens will rise. This book is beautiful. Look how young the author is. Claire? What? How do you write such things at such age? Before I find the popper, I have an announcement. So Saturday at BookCon, I and the rest of Fiction Faction, minus Naya, because Naya's not coming to BookCon. We will miss you. And Zoe. We will all be at the Source Books booth at 10 a.m. Here's the catch. The first 50 people in line will get a signed copy of Furyborn by Claire Legrand. And you will be able to have a meetup with us. We're all gonna be there. We're all gonna have fun. We've got like a really, really cool backdrop, like a Furyborn backdrop that we can all take pictures with and selfies. It's gonna be a grand time, 10 a.m. Saturday morning. First 50 people, catch us at that. Is this the popper thing? Rotate base in direction of arrows. So I have to rotate it in the weird. Oh. It's not working. Ah! Cosmo, you're covered in glitter. So, did you guys see that? Oh, this is such a mess. It looks like I'm a queen of light. My cat is covered in confetti. This is the mess that has happened. And my cat is covered in confetti. Cosmo. Cosmo. He's like, he doesn't even care. What the heck? I have a Furyborn bookmark. I have gold candies. Ooh, I've got a big old button. This thing is huge. Ask me if I'm a sun or blood queen. Ooh. Another announcement. I'm gonna have official merchandise at BookCon. I have like big buttons like these that have my fangirl cry face emoji on it. It says fangirl on around the sides of it. It's gonna be so cute. I will be selling them for I think $7 at JD Neto's booth 1234. That's his booth number. It's 1234. It's super easy to remember. And then our signing is at 2:30 on Saturday. It looks like I have like tarot cards. I have a little notebook with a pen. I was supposed to open this after the big reveal. Furyborn, Sun Queen, you are creature of great compassion, but you're also hard to read, stubborn, and quick to judge. You keep people at a distance because it's easier, and because you've been hurt in the past, being alone, closing off your heart, keeping your head down, that feels safe. But your voice is important, and the people of the world need to hear you stand up and speak. Don't be afraid to hold your head high. Ooh. There's all this confetti on the ground that I'm stepping on. I have From Twinkle with Love by Sanja Menon. This is Sanja's new young adult contemporary. I haven't read the first one yet. I really need to read it. Another thing you guys should know. Again, fiction factions coming together to read all summer long. We have June planned out for Furyborn. July is going to be up to you guys. We also want to continue to read every month. We're going to put a poll up. And so we have 4 options. I'll put a card up here so you guys can vote which book you want. We'll take everyone's votes in consideration and we will pick which book we will be reading all together in the month of July. All of them are cute, like summer contemporaries, and this is going to be one of them. I have a new book by Betsy Cornwell. It's called The Forest Queen. This is actually not the real title. This is an arc. What is special about this one? We are going to be reading this in August. So again, this is our full fiction faction summer lineup. So we're going to have Furyborn, one of the books you guys pick in July, and then The Forest Queen. Zoe will be back and we'll all be reading together. It's going to be a really, really good time. This is a Robin Hood retelling, and you know how I love my retellings, so I'm very excited about this one. Gender bent. It's gonna be good. Next book I have for my haul is Venator's Magic Unleashed by Rewald. Devry was one of the guests on Book Chat Season 2, and she was wonderful and lovely, and she sent along her new book, so I'll have this link down below. It's full of worlds colliding, basically. It's set in college times, which I love. I love an older character, so thank you, Devry. Rune Jenkins and her twin brother Riker. What? I know there's twins in this. That sounds like me and my brother. An old friend, Gray Maltier, are thrown into unexpected twisted chaos. While Rune and Gray are able to escape, Riker is kidnapped away to Eon, the alternate world from whence these dark beings came. With the help of supernatural guide, Rune and Gray must now travel to Eon to save Riker, discover the illuminating truth about their ancestry, and find their way through. This sounds like an adventure. What could be in the book bow? So this is actually a book bow that I picked up at Y'all West from my terrific friend. So book bow is a protective sleeves that protects your books while you're traveling if they're in your purse, and so they protect like the paperbacks and your hardcovers from being torn apart. I picked up the fox one because my Patronus is a fox. If you want to get your hands on a book bow, I'll leave it linked down below. So at Y'all West, my good friend Michael picked What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera, and this is the arc. Oh my gosh. I was so excited. I have my hands on this. I am pumped to read this. This comes out in October. I'm sure it's going to be a BEA, but I already have it, so I don't need to wait in line and get it. The back of the book says, what if they can't quite nail a first date, even after 3 do-overs? What if Arthur tries too hard to make it work and Ben doesn't try hard enough? What if life really isn't like a Broadway play? But what if it is? Sounds like a, you know, cute LGBTQ contemporary set in New York. At Y'all West, I also ran into some authors that I met at BeautifulCon. Ashley Townsend had her first book on hand to give to me. She was not selling it very well. She told me not to read it, basically, and read the second one. But I'm like, just give me the book. So it's Rising Shadows, book 1 of the Rising Shadows trilogy. So she told me this is like Outlander. It's like time-traveling book. Random House sent me Only Human by Sylvan Newell. This is the last book in the What the Poop is this series called? Of the Themis Files. So this is book 3. This is like the arc of it, so I don't have the finished cool copy. I will have to get one of those soon. This is one of my favorite trilogies ever. I'm currently listening to this right now on audiobook. The best way to consume these stories is through audiobook, just because it has a full cast of characters and it's so good. Like the actors who voice these characters, I can't. It's like coming home every time I listen to this audiobook, and I'm so excited to finish this and see how it ends. I don't want it to end though. This one's just gonna be just as good. It's like set 9 years later. So another one of my author friends from Yalwest and Beautiful Con is Nadine Brand's, her book Fox. This book is coming out on July 10th and she's gonna be at BookCon and BEA. I'm very excited to see her again. She's a lovely human. Jessie, Kat, and Christine and I had a great time with her and Mary and Ashley at Yalwest. Let's get into her book because I actually don't know what it's about. Thomas Fox is turning to stone, and the only cure to the stone plague is to join his father's plot to assassinate the King of England. It's set in 17th century London. So this is a historical fantasy novel. Sounds like there's a couple of different types of people, and the main character is a male. Looks like people are out to get him. This sounds so fun. It just says the plan: use 36 barrels of gunpowder to blow up the Igniter King. The problem: doing so will destroy the family of the girl Thomas loves. The backing out of the plot will send his father and the other plotters to the gallows. To save one, Thomas will lose the other. Whoa. This kind of sounds like a Sherlock-y type of fun adventure / Pirates of the Caribbean. Another book I got at Yalwest, Grimm Lovelies by Megan Shepherd, New York Times bestselling author. So this is an advanced copy. I went over to the HMH teen booth at Yalwest. They just handed me some books. I'm like, cool, thank you. I was especially interested in this one because the cover is just so eye-catching. I just love the red and the gold. How far would you go to hold on to the only life you've ever known, even when it's far from a fairy tale? We follow this main character, Anouk. She can transform into animals. Oh, this is from the author of the Madman's Daughter trilogy. This is an enchanting young adult fantasy where fighting to stay human means trusting the dark magic that started it all. This book is perfect for fans of Marissa Meyer, Holly Black, and Cassandra Clare, which I am fans of all of those ladies. I just wanted to pop these 3 in here to remind you of this video that I filmed. I bought these on my trip to Barnes & Noble when I went to go do that video, Books Pick My Makeup Challenge. And so these are the 3 I picked up. I ended up doing makeup to match Rain the Earth by A.C. Coggin. I also got Grimm's Fairy Tales, obviously by the Brothers Grimm. I thought this was just so beautiful. Mirror, mirror, tell me true. Who is fairest? Tell me who. That's actually the lines from Snow White. I also got Royce Rolls by Margaret Stahl. So this is about a girl who's like on a reality television show. I never even like told people what this was about in that video. She is a daughter of the desert and she has magic in her blood. Shalia's people are desperate to end the devastating war that has been raging for years with the adjoining kingdom. Ooh, arranged marriages. Those are fun. Lends to rebellion and sometimes really good romance, or not. Sometimes awful things happen. Before she's crowned, she learns that she has magic and she can bend the earth. Trapped between her husband's irrational hatred of the Elemente and a dangerous rebellion led by her own brother, Shalia must harness her power and make an impossible choice. Save her family, save the Elemente, or save herself. So this showed up on my door. It's Stay Sweet by Siobhan Vivian, and I know a lot of my friends were doing like those Sunday videos, making ice cream sundae on a Sunday, and it was super cute. I loved everyone's videos. But this just sounds like the cutest like summer, spring contemporary. If you guys didn't see this whole cover, we've got like the brunette up front and then there's like the blonde in the back. Very reminiscent of Morgan Matson's books. So Amelia, the main character, has taken out from her older friends who have now gone off to college, and now she's trying to be the older sister and teach what the younger people working at the ice cream shop should know about life, about like which teachers are the good ones, how to lie to your mother, all that fun stuff. But then a guy comes in, he kind of messes everything up and he doesn't really take to the traditions of the ice cream shop. Looks like there's gonna be some hate to love action going on in this. That is my favorite trip, okay? When I used to work at a restaurant, there wasn't any like cute guys, and I always yearned for like a cute waiter to be hired, because I was just like, can I just have like a life of young adult novel, please? Can you just like hire a really cute guy so that I can like flirt with him? It's okay, it never happened, but I could now read about it. So I have The Arc of the Rule of One by Ashley and Leslie Saunders. If you watched my video about hyped Instagram spots in in LA, I got to interview these authors and we got to talk about their book. In order to survive under the rule of one, twin sisters must live to perfect a lie. The United States has a law that you can only have one child, and this mother gives birth to twins, and they keep having to switch places. During my trip to the Ripped Bodice, I got Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. I collect these now. Every time I see a really cool edition, I'm like, I need to have it. This one is the Penguin Drop Caps edition of Pride and Prejudice. It's all red. It's so beautiful. I love it. I have another copy of Furyborn. It's in this cool box. I now have 2 arcs. You're thinking, giveaway? Yes, actually we're doing giveaway. Each week on one of the girls' Instagrams, we're going to be giving away a copy of Furyborn. So you guys have to look out for those posts. I'll leave all the Instagrams down below. If you didn't know, my Instagram is Tashapolis. I'm Tashapolis across the web. If you want to win a copy of Furyborn, I'm going to be giving away the first copy. So go follow me on Instagram and you might have a chance to win this, and then each week you'll have another chance to win. There are so many authors who have blurbed Furyborn, like Roshni Chokshi. Immersive and intricate, Furyborn is a kick you in the teeth and grab you by the heart tale of 2 queens. There are so many blurbs. There's one from Kendra Blake, an addictive, fascinating fantasy truly not to be missed. One from Laini Taylor, beautiful, brutal, heart-stopping, and epic. Furyborn is a world to lose yourself in. Amy Kaufman, S.J. Jones, Amy Tintera, Morgan Rhodes. Oh my gosh. It's about 2 young women centuries apart who hold the power to save their world or doom it. I can't wait to dive in and read it. I don't remember where I picked this up, but this is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I think I might have gotten this at Barnes & Noble. It's super plain and blue. There's a quote on the back that says, "Pray, pray, be composed," cried Eleanor, "and do not betray what you feel to everybody present." It's my favorite Jane Austen, and I finally have just the book. I have a full bind-up of Jane Austen's books, but I don't have, like, just this. Next, I have Colleen Hoover's book, All Your Perfects. This is her new book. I got an arc of it. This is on sale July 17th. I know Christine's already read it because every time she gets an arc of Colleen Hoover's, she reads it automatically. I'm actually, like, not feeling like I want to read romance books. Like, I feel like I've read too many romance books if that were ever a thing. This would be one of the books I go to when I feel like romance. And usually that's all the time. But not right now. I want to read all the fantasy. Oh, guys, this book I died over because there's a thing you have to know about me if you don't know it already. But this is the novelization of The Last Jedi. This is written by Jason Fry, and this is the expanded edition. I asked Random House for this, and they sent it over. I am so excited to read this. I read The Force Awakens via audiobook, which is really interesting. Not my favorite way of, like, consuming the story since I've already watched and heard the film. There's, like, extra Reylo scenes in this because Reylo is my favorite ship currently. This movie is what has made me a Star Wars fan, and I am, like, super califragilistic fangirl about Reylo, and I'm so excited to read it. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I have been so crazy about a ship. The last one for me was Captain Swan, and it came true when it happened, and I'm so happy. I'm in the midst of that, like, I'm shipping 2 characters so hard, and I've written fan fiction. I'm writing Reylo fan fiction. Reylo is my OTP. It's not the typical book that I would have picked up, but it was sent to me, and it says, "Read this if you want to be a great writer," by Ross Raisin. I don't read nonfiction. Everyone has a novel in them, and read this if you want to be a great writer will help you get it down on paper. A step-by-step, jargon-free guide to planning and writing your own short story or novel. This is gonna help me with my Reylo fic. This is really cool. I did pick this up at Barnes & Noble. This is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory, and I saw Heather from Bookables read this. This is gonna be a new, cute, romantic book, and I forgot I even had this. I vowed to take thee as my date, to pretend to love and to hold, from rehearsal dinner to reception end, till Sunday do us part. I know the main character is a woman of color, so I'm really excited to read that. I don't see a lot of that in books, and I want to see it more, and especially romance books. It's really hard. Usually, like, they're in a totally separate category, which is wrong. So I've been doing a lot of exciting things lately. For instance, I just went up to San Francisco and I went to visit Pixar. What? I went to Pixar? So oh, this is ripped. If you guys didn't know, I really love Disney. I'm making all the Disney friends, and I got to go to Pixar, and I got to see 30 minutes of Incredibles, which was incredible. And then I got, like, a backpack full of goodies. It's Your Universe by Ashley Eckstein was in it, and Ashley Eckstein is the founder and designer of On Her Universe, which is a fashion fandom brand, which is, like, something that I would love to do. I want to make a fashion fandom brand. I can't wait to read this because she's, like, my ultimate hero. She's also also the voice of Ashoka from Star Wars Rebels. My most anticipated book of the year is Put In by Julie Murphy, and Julie sent me this. I was like, oh my gosh. Dumplin' is one of my favorite books of all time. Julie and I follow each other on Instagram, and she watches my stories and everything, and she tells me like how much she loves my outfits, and I'm just like fangirling all the time because I love her so much because she's awesome. She's written words that I have related to on such an incredible level. If you guys are plus size, you need to read Dumplin'. While I own myself, I own my body, I love the way I look, I still struggle with so many insecurities. Finding a character who deals with those same things was mind-blowing. Body diversity is so important. I'm just so happy that Julie is kind of bulldozing her way through and being like, this is me. But Dumplin's coming out as a movie. Oh, I'm so excited for that movie. I'm so excited for that movie. But this is the companion novel. I don't know what it's about. I just know what it says on the cover. Don't break the rules, change them. Becky Albertalli says, I'm wildly in love with this book. That's all you need to know. Oh, this is about friendship. She says, for Ashley, our friendship is my favorite rom-com. I love it. For July, this is also going to be in the poll. Vote for this one. Vote for this one. Let's read this one together. Another very cute contemporary. This is Ship It by Britta London. I did a full like con season tips video where I talked about the book and I talked about how like much the main character loves Comic-Con, and I gave my tips about like cons and book cons and stuff like that. So if you're going to any of the cons this summer, check out that video. But this is about a girl who loves a TV show so much. She's written fan fiction about it. She gets invited to be on a panel with the actors. Oh my gosh, dream come true. So if you want to get your hands on this, I'll have it linked down below. This book is the coolest. It's also an LGBTQ romantic rom-com book. Getting down to the last books, Penguin sent me the new covers and the new Renee Ahdia book. This is Flame in the Mist. This is the new like paperback. I actually matched this one today. I should take a bookstagram. And then we have the new one, which is Smoke in the Sun. This one's all pink and pretty with the cherry blossoms. Oh, and there's like a heart, and it's like dragons, like I have My Oxford Year by Julie Owell. Taylor Jenkins Reid says, a pure delight with unpredictable depths, as fun and charming as it is powerful and wise, a novel will stay with you long after it's done. Oh, Julia Wellham is a screenwriter, lifelong actor, and award-winning audiobook narrator. She graduated with a degree in English and creative writing from Middlebury College and Oxford University. It's a romantic book, I think, kind of like borderline woman's fiction, and the character's 24. I'm 24. She's always wanted to go to London. Ever since she was 13 years old, she wanted to study at London. She's finally made it to England at 24. So she was offered an unbelievable position in a rising political star's presidential campaign with the promise that she'll work remotely and return to DC at the end of her Oxford year. She's free to enjoy her once-in-a-lifetime experience. That is until a smart-mouthed local who is too quick with his tongue and his car ruins her shirt on her first day. Oh gosh, this is another love to hate circumstance. This is gonna be like the year's like cute rom-com. And last, I have Morgan Matson, Save the Date. So this is also gonna be on the list on the poll of if you guys want to read this with us in July for Fiction Faction. Again, my vote is for Puddin', but I wouldn't be mad if we read this one. Gosh, look at the puppy in the back. This is about a wedding. Oh, it's signed by Morgan. Charlie's sister is getting married. Everyone's coming home. All of her older siblings. It'll be just like it used to be. One last weekend together before her parents sell the house. Is this gonna be sad? I've never read one of her books, so I wouldn't be mad if you guys picked this one to read in July. There's so many books. BookCon! There's the Source Books meetup at 10 a.m. We have the 12:15 official BookTube meetup with myself, Ariel Bissett, Bran the Book Addict, Hannah from A Clockwork Reader, Emma from Emma Books, and Sasha from A Book Utopia. All gonna be in one like room. We're gonna take fun pictures, only an hour long. The last thing on Saturday is my signing with Sasha at JD No's booth, and I'm gonna be selling pins. Yes! So if you want a pin, come by, say hi. I'll probably be at the booth from 2:30 until the Book Explosion panel, which is at 4:45, I think. Sunday, we have the BookTube panel at 12:15, and then I am going to be moderating the Real Life Issues panel at 2:30. All this information will be down below and on my Instagram, and I'm also gonna be at VidCon in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna be at the cosplay event, and I'm also gonna be at Comic-Con. Let's pick up the books. There's so many. I don't know if I can do this. Oh my gosh. I did it. Is this even in focus? I can't tell. Can I make a heart with this? Whoa! I did it. So many books. Thank you all for watching. I'm Natasha. I keep calm. I'm Fangirl on. Don't forget to read a book. Read a book. Okay, bye.